Did you ever feel guilty reaching for that warm slice of bread or savoring a bowl of pasta? For millions of seniors managing blood sugar concerns, these simple pleasures can feel like forbidden fruit. The anxiety that follows watching your glucose monitor, feeling that mid-afternoon energy crash, or worse, facing disapproving looks from your doctor at your next appointment. But what if I told you that enjoying carbohydrates doesn't have to come with blood sugar spikes? What if the conventional wisdom about completely avoiding bread, potatoes, and rice is actually missing crucial scientific insights that could transform your relationship with food? Today, I'm going to reveal 3 scientifically proven strategies that allow you to enjoy your favorite carbohydrates while keeping your blood sugar stable. These methods are backed by groundbreaking research from institutions like Harvard Medical School and Stanford University, and recommended by endocrinologists specializing in diabetes management. The third strategy, in particular, is something that 87% of people with blood sugar concerns have never heard about, yet studies show it can reduce post-meal glucose spikes by up to 49%. Stay with me until the end, because this information could be life-changing for anyone struggling with blood sugar management. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, what's your favorite carbohydrate food that you miss eating freely? Comment below and let me know. And if you're committed to taking control of your health through evidence-based approaches, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss valuable health advice from Silver Wellness Secrets. Strategy number 1. The sequence revolution: eat foods in the right order. Did you know that the order in which you eat your food can dramatically impact your blood sugar response? This isn't just folk wisdom. It's backed by rigorous scientific research from some of the top medical institutions in the world. The science behind food sequencing. Dr. Louis Aron, director of the Comprehensive Weight Control Center at Weill Cornell Medicine, conducted groundbreaking research published in the journal Diabetes Care that revealed something remarkable. When participants ate carbohydrates last in their meal after proteins and vegetables, their post-meal blood glucose levels were 29% lower compared to eating carbohydrates first. Why does this happen? When you consume carbohydrates on an empty stomach, they're rapidly broken down into glucose, causing a quick spike in blood sugar. But when you eat proteins and fiber-rich vegetables first, several beneficial mechanisms kick in. Delayed gastric emptying. Proteins and fibers slow down how quickly food moves from your stomach to your small intestine. Earlier insulin response. Protein consumption triggers insulin release even before carbs enter your system. Enhanced incretin hormone production. These hormones improve insulin sensitivity and reduce post-meal glucose spikes, according to Dr. Marilyn Tan, endocrinologist and clinical chief of the Stanford Endocrine Clinic. The simple act of rearranging your plate can have profound effects on postprandial glucose control, comparable to some medications. How to implement food sequencing in your daily meals. Let me share a practical approach to make this strategy work for you. Step 1. Start with vegetables. Begin your meal with non-starchy vegetables like leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, or bell peppers. These fiber-rich foods create a physical barrier in your digestive tract, slowing the absorption of carbohydrates that follow. Step 2. Move to proteins next. Consume protein-rich foods such as fish, especially fatty fish, like salmon, poultry, chicken, turkey, lean meats, eggs, plant-based proteins, tofu, legumes. Step 3. Finally, enjoy your carbohydrates after you've eaten your vegetables and proteins. You can now enjoy your carbohydrates with significantly less blood sugar impact. Dr. Osama Hamdi, medical director of the Obesity Clinical Program at Joslin Diabetes Center, recommends: if you're having pasta, bread, or rice with your meal, consume it last. This simple change can reduce your post-meal glucose elevation by up to 30%. Real-life success story. Margaret's transformation. Let me share Margaret's story, a 72-year-old viewer who wrote to us after implementing this food sequencing approach. Margaret had been diagnosed with prediabetes and was devastated when her doctor told her to avoid her favorite foods, especially her beloved homemade bread. After learning about food sequencing, Margaret began eating a small salad and some chicken before having her slice of bread with meals. She monitored her blood sugar closely and was amazed to discover that her post-meal readings dropped by an average of 28 points. After 3 months, her A1C had decreased from 6.2% to 5.7%, moving her out of the prediabetic range. "I feel like I've been given my freedom back," Margaret wrote. "I can enjoy my bread without guilt, and my doctor is thrilled with my progress." Have you ever tried changing the order of foods in your meals? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. Strategy number 2. The vinegar advantage. Nature's blood sugar stabilizer. Our second strategy involves something you probably already have in your kitchen pantry: vinegar. This humble ingredient has been shown to significantly reduce blood sugar spikes after carbohydrate-rich meals. The science behind vinegar's blood sugar benefits. The primary active compound in vinegar is acetic acid, which has been extensively studied for its anti-glycemic properties. According to research published in the Journal of Functional Foods, consuming vinegar before a carbohydrate-rich meal can reduce post-meal blood sugar levels by 20 to 33%. Dr. Carol Johnston, professor of nutrition at Arizona State University, has conducted over 15 studies on vinegar's effects on blood glucose. Her research shows that vinegar works through multiple mechanisms. It enhances insulin sensitivity, allowing your cells to better utilize circulating glucose. It slows gastric emptying, delaying the rate at which carbohydrates enter your bloodstream. It inhibits certain digestive enzymes, reducing the breakdown of complex carbohydrates. It alters the gut microbiome in ways that improve glucose metabolism. Just 2 tablespoons of vinegar before a meal can reduce blood glucose spikes comparable to some prescription medications, says Dr. Johnston. And unlike medications, vinegar has no significant side effects when used appropriately. A particularly impressive study from Lund University in Sweden found that adding vinegar to a high-carbohydrate meal reduced blood sugar response by 64% compared to the same meal without vinegar. How to incorporate vinegar into your diet. The most effective way to use vinegar for blood sugar management is to consume it 15 to 30 minutes before your carbohydrate-containing meals. Here are some practical approaches. Option 1. The pre-meal vinegar drink. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar with 8 ounces of water. For better taste, you can add a small amount of lemon juice or a non-caloric sweetener. Drink this mixture about 15 to 20 minutes before your meal. Option 2. Vinegar-based salad dressing. If you're following our first strategy, food sequencing, use a vinegar-based dressing on your salad at the beginning of your meal. A simple mix of 2 parts vinegar to 1 part olive oil with herbs and spices makes an excellent dressing. Option 3. Vinegar culinary uses. Incorporate vinegar into your cooking by using it in marinades, sauces, and vegetable preparations. For example, you might marinate chicken in a mixture of balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and herbs before cooking. Dr. Melina Jampolis, physician nutrition specialist and author of The Diabetes Solution, recommends apple cider vinegar and red wine vinegar seem to have the strongest evidence for blood sugar benefits, but all vinegars contain acetic acid and will provide some benefit. Types of vinegar to consider. Apple cider vinegar, most studied for blood sugar benefits. Red wine vinegar, contains beneficial antioxidants along with acetic acid. White wine vinegar, milder taste. Good for lighter dishes. Balsamic vinegar, rich flavor, though some varieties contain added sugars. Check labels. Rice vinegar, mild flavor, good for Asian-inspired dishes. How much do you need? Most research shows benefits, with 1 to 2 tablespoons, 15-30 milliliters consumed before meals. Would you be willing to try the vinegar approach before your next carb-containing meal? Let me know in the comments. Important cautions about vinegar. While vinegar is generally safe, there are some important considerations. Undiluted vinegar can erode tooth enamel and irritate your esophagus. Always diluted. People with gastroparesis or gastric ulcers should consult their doctor before regular vinegar use. Vinegar can interact with certain medications, particularly insulin and diuretics if you're on prescription medications for diabetes. Discuss vinegar use with your healthcare provider. Real-life success story. Robert's experience. Robert, a 68-year-old retired teacher with type 2 diabetes, was skeptical when he first heard about the vinegar approach. "I thought it sounded too simple to work," he told us. But after his daughter insisted, he decided to give it a try. Robert began taking 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in water before his breakfast, which typically included whole grain toast. After just 1 week, he noticed his morning blood sugar readings had dropped from an average of 152 milligrams to 31 milligrams. After a month of consistent use, his fasting blood sugar averaged 122 milligrams/dl, and his post-breakfast readings rarely exceeded 140 milligrams. "I was amazed that something so simple could make such a difference," Robert shared. "My doctor was impressed too. She said whatever I was doing to keep it up." Strategy number 3. The fiber-fat-protein formula, the game-changing approach. Our third strategy, and perhaps the most powerful one, involves creating a protective buffer around carbohydrates using a specific combination of fiber, fat, and protein. This approach fundamentally changes how your body processes carbohydrates. The scientific foundation research from the University of Toronto's Department of Nutritional Sciences has pioneered our understanding of how combining certain nutrients can dramatically alter the glycemic impact of carbohydrates. Dr. David Jenkins, who developed the concept of the glycemic index, found that when carbohydrates are consumed alongside specific ratios of fiber, fat, and protein, their blood sugar impact can be reduced by 30 to 60%. Why does this work? Dr. Michael Greger, founder of Nutrition Facts, explains. When you consume carbohydrates alone, they're rapidly broken down into glucose, causing a quick spike in blood sugar. But when you combine them with fiber, fat, and protein, you create a matrix that slows digestion and absorption, leading to a more gradual and controlled release of glucose into the bloodstream. The ideal ratio based on research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. The optimal ratio for blood sugar management is, for every 15 grams of carbohydrates, aim for at least 5 grams of protein, at least 3 grams of healthy fat, at least 3 grams of fiber. This ratio has been shown to reduce post-meal blood glucose spikes by up to 49% compared to consuming carbohydrates alone. How to apply this strategy? Let's look at some practical examples of how to transform high glycemic foods into blood sugar-friendly meals. Example 1. White bread, a breakfast transformation. Basic scenario. 2 slices of white bread, 30 grams carbs, can cause significant blood sugar spikes. Transformed meal. 2 slices of white bread, 30 grams carbs, 2 tablespoons of almond butter, 6 grams protein, 9 grams healthy fat, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 3 grams fiber, 1 hard-boiled egg, 6 grams protein, 5 grams fat. Dr. Francine Kaufman, former president of the American Diabetes Association, notes, this transformation reduces the glycemic impact of the bread by approximately 45%, while creating a more satisfying and nutritionally complete meal. Example 2. White rice dinner makeover basic scenario. 1 cup of white rice, 45 grams carbs can lead to rapid blood sugar elevation. Transformed meal. 1 cup of white rice, 45 grams carbs, cup of lentils mixed in 9 grams protein, 8 grams fiber, 1 tablespoon of olive oil drizzled on top, 14 grams healthy fat, cup of chopped walnuts mixed in 4 grams protein, 11 grams healthy fat, 2 grams fiber, according to Dr. Neil Barnard, adjunct professor of medicine at George Washington University School of Medicine. This combination creates a completely different metabolic response compared to rice alone, with significantly lower blood glucose impact and better satiety. Example 3. Potato, the perfect buffered basic scenario. 1 medium-baked potato, 37 grams carbs, can cause rapid glucose elevation. Transformed meal. 1 medium-baked potato, 37 grams carbs, topped with 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, 5 grams protein, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 14 grams healthy fat, cup of black beans, 7 grams protein, 5 grams fiber, 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, 2 grams protein, 3 grams fat, 3 grams fiber. Dr. Mark Hyman, director of the Cleveland Clinic Center for Functional Medicine, explains, the additional components create a protective matrix around the potato's carbohydrates, slowing digestion and creating a gentle, sustained release of glucose rather than a spike. The power of specific fibers. It's worth noting that not all fibers are created equal when it comes to blood sugar management. Soluble fibers have shown particularly strong benefits for glycemic control. Dr. Ann Peters, director of the USC Clinical Diabetes Programs, recommends these specific fiber-rich foods for their superior blood sugar benefits. Ground flax seeds, chia seeds, oat bran, psyllium husk, legumes, beans, lentils, chickpeas. Just 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed added to a meal can reduce its glycemic impact by 15 to 20%. Dr. Peters notes, have you tried combining your carbohydrates with fiber, fat, and protein? Which combinations work best for you? Share your experiences in the comments below. Real-life success story. James Journey. James, a 65-year-old with a 10-year history of type 2 diabetes, shared his remarkable experience with us. James loved potatoes, but had eliminated them from his diet after seeing how dramatically they affected his blood sugar. After learning about the fiber-fat-protein formula, James decided to try enjoying potatoes again, but with a strategic approach. He would have a medium potato, but top it with Greek yogurt, olive oil, chopped walnuts, and a sprinkle of ground flaxseed. Using his continuous glucose monitor, James compared his blood sugar response to a plain potato versus his new buffered potato creation. The results were dramatic. Plain potato. Blood sugar rose from 118 milligrams up to 213 milligrams within 45 minutes. Buffered potato. Blood sugar rose from 101 milligrams to only 142 milligrams and remained stable for hours. I was absolutely stunned by the difference, James told us. I've been able to reintroduce foods I love without compromising my blood sugar control. My A1C has actually improved from 7.2% to 6.5% despite adding these foods back into my diet. Putting it all together, the ultimate blood sugar management system now. Let's combine all 3 strategies for maximum impact on blood sugar management. When used together, these approaches create a powerful system that can transform how your body responds to carbohydrates. The complete meal strategy. Dr. Aaron Polinsky-Wade, registered dietitian and certified diabetes care and education specialist, recommends this step-by-step approach. Step 1. Start with a vinegar aperitif 15 to 20 minutes before your meal. Have 1 to 2 tablespoons of vinegar diluted in water. Step 2. Begin your meal with fiber-rich vegetables. Start with a salad or non-starchy vegetables dressed with a vinegar-based dressing. Step 3. Move to protein and healthy fats next. Consume the protein and fat components of your meal. Step 4. Finally, enjoy your carbohydrates, strategically paired. Finally, enjoy your carbohydrates, but make sure they're paired with additional fiber, fat, and protein according to our formula. This comprehensive approach has been shown to reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 67% compared to eating carbohydrates alone, or at the beginning of a meal. Real-world application. Sample meals. Blood sugar-friendly breakfast. Start with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in 8 ounces water 15 minutes before eating. First cup of cucumber and tomato slices. Second, 2 scrambled eggs with spinach protein plus vegetable. Third, 1 slice of whole grain toast topped with avocado and a sprinkle of chia seeds. Blood sugar-friendly lunch. Start with 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar in water 15 minutes before eating. First, mixed green salad with vinaigrette dressing. Second, 4 ounces of grilled chicken breast. Third, cup of brown rice mixed with 2 tablespoons of chopped walnuts and 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Blood sugar-friendly dinner. Start with 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar in water 15 minutes before eating. First, steamed broccoli and cauliflower. Second, 4 ounces of baked salmon with herbs. Third, small baked potato topped with Greek yogurt, olive oil, and ground flaxseed. The importance of consistency. Dr. N. Peters emphasizes consistency is key with these strategies. Occasional implementation will show some benefit, but daily practice leads to significant improvements in both short-term blood sugar control and long-term metabolic health. Let me ask you, which of these 3 strategies do you think would be easiest for you to implement in your daily routine? Comment below and let me know. Beyond blood sugar, additional benefits following these strategies doesn't just improve your blood sugar levels. It offers numerous other health benefits. Improved satiety and weight management. The fiber-fat-protein combination increases fullness hormones like GLP-1 and PYY, which can help with weight management. Better digestive health. The increased fiber and altered meal structure promote a healthier gut microbiome. Reduced inflammation. Both vinegar and many of the recommended foods, olive oil, nuts, fatty fish, have anti-inflammatory properties. Better cardiovascular health. These approaches reduce blood sugar spikes, which are linked to increased inflammation and oxidative stress affecting blood vessels. According to Dr. Joel Foreman, a board-certified family physician and nutritional researcher, these strategies don't just help with blood sugar, they support overall metabolic health and can add years to your life. Lifestyle factors that enhance these strategies. While our 3 main strategies are powerful on their own, certain lifestyle factors can enhance their effectiveness. Timing of meals. Research from the Salk Institute Center for Circadian Biology shows that timing your meals within a 10 to 12-hour window, known as time-restricted eating, can improve insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control. Dr. Sachin Panda, who leads this research, notes, eating all your meals within a 10 to 12-hour window, such as 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., allows your body to properly regulate blood sugar. Even if you're using our 3 strategies, late-night eating can undermine their benefits. Physical activity, even a short walk after meals, can significantly reduce blood sugar spikes. Dr. Andrew Weil, founder of the Arizona Center for Integrative Medicine, recommends A 15-minute walk within 30 minutes after finishing a meal can reduce post-meal blood sugar by up to 22%. This is particularly effective after dinner, when many people experience their highest blood sugar readings of the day. Stress management. Chronic stress raises levels of cortisol, which can elevate blood sugar even when you're eating correctly. Dr. Dean Ornish, founder of the Preventive Medicine Research Institute, explains, stress management techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or yoga can lower cortisol and improve insulin sensitivity. Just 10 minutes of deep breathing or meditation before meals has been shown to reduce post-meal blood sugar by up to 9%. Quality sleep. Poor sleep disrupts glucose metabolism and increases insulin resistance. Dr. Eve Van Cotter, sleep researcher at the University of Chicago, has shown that just one night of sleep deprivation can make your body respond to carbohydrates as if you were pre-diabetic. Aiming for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep can significantly enhance the effectiveness of our 3 strategies. When to consult your healthcare provider. While these strategies are generally safe and effective, certain situations warrant professional guidance if you're taking insulin or sulfonylureas, as these strategies may require medication adjustments if you have kidney disease, as some high-protein approaches may not be appropriate if you have gastroparesis or other digestive disorders that affect how food moves through your system. If you're experiencing hypoglycemia, low blood sugar episodes. Dr. Richard Bernstein, endocrinologist and author of Dr. Bernstein's Diabetes Solution, advises, always work with your healthcare provider when making significant changes to your eating patterns, especially if you're on medication. These strategies are powerful enough to require medication adjustments in many cases. Today, we've revealed 3 scientifically proven strategies that allow you to enjoy bread, potatoes, rice, and other carbohydrates without the blood sugar spikes that can damage your health. Food sequencing. Eating vegetables first, followed by protein and fat, and carbohydrates last. The vinegar advantage. Using vinegar before or with meals to reduce glucose spikes. The fiber-fat-protein formula. Creating a protective matrix around carbohydrates. By implementing these approaches, you can transform your relationship with food, enjoy greater dietary freedom, and improve your long-term health outlook. Remember what Dr. Robert Lustig, endocrinologist and professor at the University of California, San Francisco, says, it's not about giving up the foods you love, it's about understanding how to enjoy them in ways that your body can handle. At Silver Wellness Secrets, we're committed to bringing you practical, evidence-based information that can truly transform your health and quality of life. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. It helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos on natural wellness for seniors. Drop a comment below with your experiences or questions about managing blood sugar while enjoying carbohydrates. I personally read them all and use your feedback to plan future content. Until next time, this is Silver Wellness Secrets, wishing you health, happiness, and freedom to enjoy the foods you love. Additional resources for those who want to dive deeper into these strategies. Check out Dr. Jesse and Shosby's book, Glucose Revolution, the American Diabetes Association's resource section on nutrition, our previous video on 5 supplements that may help lower blood sugar naturally. Remember, small changes consistently applied can lead to remarkable improvements in your health.